94, we're using color H. We want to start in any corner before alongside. So either of those corners before alongside. This corner is not symmetrical. We'll start with 2 single crochet in this corner space, chain 2, and then just 1 single crochet in the corner space. And I'll move that marker up to the new chain 2 corner. So 2 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet in our corner space. We want to single crochet in these first 19 double trebles. One, 2, 3, 19 single crochet. Half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3 double crochet. We'll place a treble 3 together. So yarn over twice, insert in this next stitch to pull up our loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, insert in the 3 together stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over twice, insert in that next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops for our treble 3 together. We'll double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Half double crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, half double crochet, single crochet in 11. And 11 single crochet. Half double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3, half double crochet, and double crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to work a double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, insert in the treble 3 together to pull up our loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, insert in the next stitch to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. Then we'll place a half double crochet in each of the next 14 stitches. 1, 2, 13 and 14 half double crochet, and then single crochet in 110 stitches. That's 2, 3. The last single crochet is in the stitch that's worked into the second single crochet above the 4th last star. Half double crochet in the next 14 stitches. That's 1, 2, 14 half double crochet should take us to the treble just before the 3 together stitch. We'll do that double crochet 2 together again. So insert in the treble to pull up a loop to make our partial double crochet. Yarn over again, insert in the 3 together stitch to pull up a loop, and then finish the double crochet 2 together. We'll double crochet in this next stitch, half double crochet in 3, 1, 2, and 3, single crochet in the next 11 stitches, 1, 2, 10 and 11 single crochet, half double crochet in 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, double crochet in 3, 2 and 3 double crochet, and then treble 3 together, yarn over twice, insert in this next stitch to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, yarn over twice, insert in the 3 together to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, yarn over twice, insert in the next stitch to pull up our loop, pull through 2 twice, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Then we'll double crochet in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3 double crochet, half double crochet into 1 and 2, single crochet in 19, 1, 2, (18) and 19 single crochet should take us to the corner stitch. We'll work the corner now. Remember, it's not symmetrical. We start with 1 single crochet, chain 2, and then place 2 single crochet in that corner space. Move the marker up to the new chain 2 corner space. Then working around on the short side, starting with this first stitch, we will place a single crochet in each of the stitches across. So that should be 140 single crochet worked across the short side. So that brings us to the next corner, where we would start with those 2 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and work down the long side again. So go ahead and repeat the long and the short side, joining 2 our starting stitch, and you can fasten off at the end of this round. For round 95, we need to take some time and mark certain stitches. We need to have these markers in for more than this round. So if you have an awful lot of stitch markers and a minimum of 2 colors, you can use stitch markers for this. As you can see, I've started mine with stitch markers. I do not have enough to work all the way around the blanket and to leave them in for more than 1 round. So I'm going to be using a cut piece of thread, and I'll show you in a few minutes how we do that. First, I want to show you where we're going to place the markers. So we have 2 different colors of markers. We're going to look at the first color first, which is my green marker. So this first one is actually my corner marker, so we won't count that. We want to count the second stitch past the corner, and you put a marker in the front loop of that stitch. Then you would skip 12 stitches, place another marker in the front loop of the 13th stitch. Okay, so I'll show you farther on down the side. I have a marker. I've skipped 12 stitches and marked the 13th stitch from this last marker. The markers always go in the front loop. So you can do that all the way down this first side. Your last marker will be in the second stitch before the next corner. So that's the first color of marker on the long side. Then with the second color, we will skip 3 stitches from this first colored marked stitch. 1, 2, 3 we skip. We place a marker in the 4th stitch from that first marker in the front loop. Skip 4 stitches, place a marker in the front loop, and then you'll skip these 3 stitches before the next marker. And you would repeat that down the long side. Skip 3 after the marker, place a marker in the front loop of the 4th stitch. Skip 4, place a marker in the next, skip 3, and then you've reached the next marker. So like I said, if you have a whole bunch of stitch markers, you can go ahead and use them right now to mark those stitches. I'm going to get a piece of yarn, a scrap piece of yarn, and my needle, and I'll show you how you can use a piece of yarn to do these markers. So here I have just taken a piece of thread that I'm not using in this blanket at all so I can keep the color straight, and I've just put it through those marked stitches there. So I'm going to remove the few stitch markers that I do have, and then you can see how the thread is just looped through that front loop of those stitches. So I just threaded it on a needle and put it through where they are to be marked. So you can go ahead and use markers if that's easier before you thread, or you can count the 12 stitches in between and then place a marker or your thread through the 13th. So you can go ahead and work that down the long side, and then I'll show you where the markers go for our short side. So I have each of my marked stitches with this thread going through. And now we're at the corner. And then we're going to start marking the short side. So we'll start with our first stitch past the corner, and we'll mark the front loop of the very first stitch of the short side. And again, we will skip 12 stitches and then mark the 13th stitch. And we'll continue that down the short side, skipping 12 stitches, marking the 13th stitch. So I'll let you do that. And then if you're using a thread, you can mark those with a thread or with the marker, whichever you prefer. And then we'll come back and do the second color. So on the long side of this first color, you should have 19 marked stitches. And on the short side, you should have 12 marked stitches. So I've used a purple thread to mark my stitches of the second color down the long side. So that was 3 stitches past the first color marked. We skipped 3, marked the next stitch, skipped 4, marked the next stitch. So that should be 36 stitches that are marked with our second color down the long side. So the short side should continue in the same way, where we skip 3 after our first color marker. 1, 2, 3, mark the next stitch. Then skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, mark the next stitch, and that should leave 1, 2, 3 before the next first color marker. So we just continue that down this short side as well. Skipping 3 after the first color, mark the next. Skip 4, mark the next. skipping the last 3 before the next first color marker. You should have 22 of these marked stitches along the short side of the second color. So when we have our long sides and short sides marked, we're ready to begin crocheting this round. So we're going to be using color E. We will start in the corner space before a long side, and again, it is not a symmetrical corner. So we're going to start with a single crochet in the chain 2 corner space, chain 3, and we'll move our corner marker to that new chain 3 and treble crochet back in the same corner. So the corner starts with single crochet, chain 3, treble crochet for our new corner. So we're going to treble crochet in 30 stitches. Now, as we work this, it doesn't matter which color the marked stitches are for this round, but every time we come to a marked stitch, we're going to work the back loop only of that stitch. So 30 treble crochet. The first stitch doesn't have a marker, so we work under both loops for that first stitch. Treble in the next stitch, but there's a marker there, so I'm going to work back loop only for this treble crochet. That's 2. And then we'll work both loops of these next few stitches. Oops. So that's 3, 4, and 5 treble crochet. We've come to another marked stitch. It's the first one of the second color, but we'll work back loop only, still treble crochet. That's our 6th, both loops, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then this next stitch is a marked stitch again, so back loop only for stitch 11, and so on. So we're going to work 30 of these treble crochet. Every time you come to a marked stitch, you work back loop only. So 30 treble crochet, working back loop only in the stitches that were marked. Double crochet in the next 25. Again, working through both loops except on the marked stitches, work back loop only. That's 2 and 3 double crochet. We want to work 25 double crochet. 25 double crochet. Half double crochet in 20 stitches. Again, always watching for the back loop only where we've marked the front loop. So that's 3 half double crochet. We want 20 half double crochet. 20 half double crochet. Then we're going to single crochet in the next 86 stitches. Again, still watching for those marked stitches, working in the back loop only when we get to them. So that's 4 single crochet, we want 86. 86 single crochet. And then we'll reverse the stitches. So we'll do the 20 half double crochet. Half double crochet, then the 25 double crochet. Double crochet, and then 30 treble. So 30 treble crochet should take us to our corner. So this next corner, again, remember it's not symmetrical, so we'll place a treble crochet in the corner space, chain 3, and we'll move my marker up to the corner, our new corner, single crochet in that same space. And then we're ready to work down the short side. We're just going to single crochet in the 144 stitches down the short side. And then you're ready to work all the way around again, always remembering when we get to a marked stitch that we work back loop only. So 144 stitches down the short side, and then you can repeat the long side and the next short side, joining to our starting stitch and fastening off. Leave all of your markers. So round 96, we're going to be working into our marked stitches of the second color and doing some chains to kind of make this sort of zigzag pattern along all the edges. Round 96, we're going to be using color H. We'll be working in the marked stitches of our second color. So for my markers, for part of my blanket, I have these sort of safety pin type markers are my first color, and these circle markers are my second color. So I'll just be using those second markers. If we look at my threads here, my lighter color is my first markers. My darker purple color was my second set. So it's the purple ones that I'll be using once I get to those places. So we will be working in the second color marked stitches of 94, but also working into some stitches of 95. If you have a lot of markers, you may find it helpful to mark the stitches we're working into 95. I don't have enough markers, and I actually, for myself, found it a bit hard working around all these markers. So I'll also be telling you which stitches that they are as we go. But if you wish, you can mark the third stitch past the corner of round 95, and then you would skip 6 stitches and mark the next, skip 5 stitches and mark the next, and you would continue that down the side, repeating the skip 6, mark the next, skip 5, mark the next, until you get to the very last. Until the end, there'll be 1 stitch left before the corner. So if you want, you can go ahead and add those extra markers to round 95 if you think that would be helpful. So with color H, we want to find the corner before alongside. We're actually going to be working into the corner of round 93. So our previous round was 95. My burgundy is 94, and then it's my last round of part 13, that was 93. So we want to find that corner space, inserting our hook between the pairs of single crochet already there, joining color H with a slip stitch. And then we'll be chaining in between our stitches. On the chains, you want to make them loose. If you know you crochet your chains tightly, you want to make an effort to chain loosely, or go up half a size of hook if you prefer, so the chains are not tight. So we chained 4. So in this first marked stitch, which is the third stitch past the corner of round 95, we're going to place a single crochet. Chain 6, then coming down on round 94, this is the first color, we're not using that, finding the first marker of the second color, we'll make that front loop slip stitch in that loop that is marked. Chain 5, then coming back onto round 95, we're skipping 6 stitches, single crochet in the next. chain 5, coming back down on round 94, finding that next marked stitch, making sure it's the second color that we use. We'll place that slip stitch in that front loop. Chain 6, back up on round 95, we're skipping 5 stitches, single crochet in the next. So from this point, I don't have any more marked stitches on 95, and I'll just be counting them in between as I work. You will have a marker in those stitches, so if you marked them. Chain 6. Come back down to that next front loop on 94 for our slip stitch. Chain 6. Sorry, it should be chain 5 there. So skip 6. Single crochet in the next. Chain 5. Front loop slip stitch in that next marked stitch on 94 using that second color marker. Chain 6. On 95, you want to skip 5. Single crochet in the next, chain 6. Then when we come down to make our slip stitch on 94, we have finished working by the treble crochet section and now entering the double crochet section of round 95. So slip stitch in that next marker of the second color on 94, chain 4, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 4, front loop slip stitch in that next marked stitch on 94, chain 5, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 5, come down, front loop only in that next marked stitch, chain 4, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 4, front loop slip stitch in the next, chain 5, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 5. Then when we come down to 94, we have finished the double crochets, are now working by the half double crochets. I've lost a few of my markers, so I just can see where my front loops are on this section here, but you'll have a marker in there. We'll make our front loop slip stitch, chain 3, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 3, front loop slip stitch in that next free loop that's marked, chain 4, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 4, front loop only in that next free marked stitch, chain 3, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 3, and then when we come down for this next free loop, it is worked in front of the single crochet. So starting with this front loop only stitch, the slip stitch is the start of a repeat, which we're going to do 6 times. So I'll make that front loop stitch and the chain that comes after it, which is a chain 4. And then I'm just going to put my marker on this chain to help me identify where the repeat started to make it easier to count how many repeats. So we'll skip 5 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 4, front loop only in this next free loop, which will have a marker in it, chain 3, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 3, front loop only, slip stitch, which it would be the start of our second time for these repeated. So you'll have the front loop slip stitch, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, front loop slip stitch, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3. So that's the 1 repeat. You'll want to do that 5 more times, and I'll join you at that spot. So I've worked those 6 repeats. We want to make 1 more of the front loop slip stitch, down on 94, chain 4, we'll skip 5, single crochet in the next. So I'm not sure if you've noticed, every time we skip 5 and place that single crochet, it's above that marker of the first color. So that's another way to help us keep our spot. And then we want to chain 4 here. Now as we come down to work on 94 again, we have finished the single crochet section and are starting working by the half double crochet of round 95. So work this front loop, slip stitch, chain 3, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 3, front loop slip stitch in the next, chain 4, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 4, front loop slip stitch down in that next marked stitch of the second color, chain 3, skip 6, single crochet in that next, chain 3. So now as we come down to this next front loop on 94, there it's a half double crochet. We're almost at the end of our half double crochet section before the double crochet. So we'll front loop slip stitch in there, chain 5, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 5, front loop in that next marked stitch of color 2, chain 4, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 4, front loop slip stitch down on 94, chain 5, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 5, front loop single down on 94, chain 4, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 4. Now this next front loop is the last one that has the double crochet worked in it just before the treble crochet section. We'll place that front loop only slip stitch, chain 6, skip 5, single crochet in the next, chain 6, that next front loop of color 2 on 94, chain 5, we'll skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 5, come down and slip stitch in that next front loop, chain 6, skip 5 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 6, find that next front loop for our slip stitch, chain 5, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 5, come down and this last marked stitch of the second color, front loop slip stitch in there, chain 6, skip 5, single crochet in the next, and there should be one more treble left before the corner on round 95. We'll chain 4. Then we're ready to work the corner again, finding that round 93 corner space, inserting between the pairs of single crochet already there to make our slip stitch. And then to start the short side, we will chain 3. So after the corner space on 95, we'll skip that first stitch. We'll put a single crochet in that next. And again, if you have placed your markers according to the written pattern, you would have a marker in that stitch. And we'll repeat that pattern of skipping 6, mark the next, skipping 5, mark the next, and so on. So we have a single crochet in the second stitch past the corner of round 95. We'll chain 4. And then we'll come down, and in this first marked stitch, the second color marked stitch, we'll place that front loop slip stitch. And this is the start of a repeat that we will do 10 times. So we'll chain 3. And again, I'll just place a marker in that chain 3 to show me the start of my repeat, to make counting easier. Skip 6 stitches on 95. Single crochet in the next, chain 3, front loop slip stitch in that next marked stitch, the second color marker, chain 4, skip 5 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 4. So with that front loop, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, front loop, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4. We'll repeat that a total of 10 times. So we've done once, you will do 9 more of those repeats, and I'll join you at that spot. As we've worked those 10 repeats down this short side, we have a few more left. We'll want to work another front loop slip stitch down on 94, chain 3. We want to skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 3, front loop slip stitch in this next, front loop, chain 4, skip 5, single crochet in the next marked stitch, which should leave only 1 stitch left before the corner. And we'll chain 3. And then ready to repeat all again. So remember, we start with that corner slip stitch on round 93 in between the stitches already worked there. Chain 4, and so on. So you can repeat that all the way around. Once you have worked all the way around, we can remove the markers and the threads of the second color and the stitch markers that you may have placed in round 95 for those single crochet. So we want to leave the first color markers in place. So you can work all the way around and fasten off at the end of this round. Round 97, we're using color E, and we will be working mostly into those color E stitches of round 95. We'll be skipping the stitches that we worked the single crochet into last round and working behind our stitches of 96. So we want to find the corner before either of the long sides, and this corner is not symmetrical. We are going to place in this chain 3 corner space of round 95, we will place 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 3, which will be our new corner. So I'm moving my marker up to that, and then treble crochet back in that same corner space. So working down the long side, we're going to skip this first treble crochet, and then we'll make a treble in the next stitch, which is just before that first single crochet of 96. We want to make a back post double around the single crochet of 96. So yarn over, I'm going to insert before the single crochet, so under that chain and out the chain past the single crochet to pull up my loop, and finish a double crochet for that back post double around the single crochet. And then starting with this next stitch, we're going to do a repeat 3 times. So it'll be 6 trebles. So yarn over twice. The single crochet was worked in this stitch, so we're going to miss that stitch. Working in the next 6 stitches, we'll place a treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, treble crochet. Back post double around this next single crochet of round 96. Treble in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 4 and 5 treble crochet, back post double around this next single crochet. So starting with this treble here, we do 6 trebles, back post double around the single, 5 trebles, back post double around the single. We want to do that set of stitches 2 more times. So the 3 repeats are complete. Now these next set of stitches we'll do twice. So it starts with, we've worked the stitch, so in the next stitch we'll place a double crochet in the next 6. So that's 2 doubles, 5 and 6 double crochet, back post half double crochet around the single around 96, double crochet in the next 5 stitches, so that's 4 and 5 double crochet, back post half double crochet around the single around 96. So we're working doubles and back post half double crochet. We'll repeat these sets of stitches 1 more time. And then again, this next set of stitches will work twice. So we're going to start with a half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 5 and 6 half double crochet, work a back post single around the single around 96, half double crochet in the next 5 stitches, 2, 5 half double crochet, back post single around that next single, and we'll do that 1 more time. Then this next little bit we will do 3 times. So we're going to start with single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So that's 6 single crochet. We'll chain 1, skip the single around 96, and then we'll work 5 single crochet, for 5 single crochet, chain 1, skip the single, and we'll do that 2 more times. 6 singles, chain 1, 5 singles, chain 1, skipping the single crochet of 96. So those 3 repeats. Single crochet in the next 6 stitches, that's 5 and 6 single crochet, chain 1, we'll skip this next single, single crochet in 5, 4 and 5, and then starting with this next one, we'll work a back post single around that single crochet around 96, half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Five and 6 half double crochet, back post single around that next single, half double crochet in 5, and we'll repeat back post single, half double crochet in 6, back post single, half double crochet in 5, back post half double crochet around the next single of round 96, double crochet in 6 stitches, four, 5, and 6 double crochet, back post half around the next stitch, double crochet in the next 5, and we'll do that one more time. Back post half double crochet around the single, double crochet in 6, back post half around the next single crochet, double crochet in 5, then starting with this next stitch, we'll do it a total of 3 times. So that's a back post double around the single crochet, treble in the next 6, back post double, treble in 5. So you want to do that a total of 3 times. So after those 3 repeats, we need to do one more back post double around this last single of 96 before the corner, and treble in the last treble before the corner. And then in the corner space of round 95, we will place 1 treble crochet, chain 3, and we can go ahead and mark that as our new corner. I'm going to remove this marker. And then 4 single crochet in that same corner space of round 95. So it's 3 and 4 single crochet. Ready to start working down the short side. So we want to place a single crochet in this first single crochet of the short side. Chain 1. We'll skip this next stitch around 96, and then starting with this next stitch, we'll work it 11 times down the side. So that'll be single crochet in 6 stitches, chain 1, skip the single of 96, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, chain 1, skip the single of 96. So you want to do that a total of 11 times. So Those 11 repeats take us to just a few stitches before the next corner. So we'll have that chain 1 at the end of our last repeat, and we'll single crochet in the final stitch of the short side. And then we're ready to work all the way around again, starting with this corner with the 4 single crochet, chain 3, and treble in the same corner, and then ready to work down the long side again. So you can go ahead repeating that all the way around the next long side and short side, joining to our starting stitch and fastening off at the end of this round. Round 98, using color D, we are going to be doing more of these surface chains and slip stitches using the stitches that were marked by our first color. So I have a thread in here, or you may have markers in. So your first color that we marked earlier in this part, we will be using those front loops this round. So we're going to start in the corner space before alongside. We'll single crochet in the first of these 4 single crochet that we made in that corner space. So single crochet in the first one of those 4 single crochet in the corner. Chain 3. Then we're going to come down, and the very first marked stitch on round 94, we want to slip stitch in that free front loop. So now and throughout this round, whenever we make this front post slip stitch, the back post stitch that's directly above that will be skipped. So when we refer to the next one, we're automatically skipping one and working the next. So you need to keep that in mind as we work through this round. So we will chain 9. And again in this round, we want to keep these chains a bit loose so they don't pull our work. So then we'll come up, we've skipped this one back post double, finding the next back post double in round 97, we'll place a single crochet in that stitch. Chain 9. Come back down on round 94, find that next free front loop that is marked to put our slip stitch in there. Chain 9. Remembering we're skipping that back post stitch above the slip stitch, finding the next back post stitch, we will single crochet in there. And one more time, chain 9. Find that next free front loop on round 94 to slip stitch, chain 9, skipping the one back post stitch, finding the next, and single crochet in there, chain 9. Okay, so we'll come down, finding that next free loop in round 94, slip stitch in there, this time chain 8. Skip the one back post stitch, finding the next back post stitch, which is a half double crochet. We will single crochet in there, chain 8. And again, slip stitch in that next free stitch on 94, chain 8, single crochet in that next back post stitch after skipping the one above the slip stitch. Chain 8. Come down, slip stitch in the next free loop, this time chain 7. Skip the back post stitch, single crochet in the next back post stitch. Chain 7. Slip stitch in the next free front loop on 94, chain 7. Skip a back post stitch, single crochet in that next back post stitch. Chain 6. Chain 7. Okay, then we'll come down. We'll do this next part 4 times. So slip stitch in the next free front loop, chain 6. We're skipping that stitch directly above. Then on this next single crochet, there wasn't a back post stitch worked around it. We're going to work a back post single crochet around the single crochet of round 96 to help form that peak. Chain 6. So we'll do that 4 times with the slip stitch, chain 6, back post single around that next single on round 96, chain 6. So we've done that once together. You want to do that a total of 4 times. So I've worked that 4 times. Mine are kind of falling forward right now. We've worked that back post single 4 times. Come back down, slip stitch in that next free loop of round 94, chain 7, skip the back post and single crochet in the next back post stitch of round 97, chain 7, slip stitch down on round 94, chain 7, single crochet in that next back post stitch of 97, chain 7. Come down, slip stitch in that next free loop of 94, chain 8, single on that next back post of 97, chain 8, repeat, front loop on the next free loop of 94, front loop slip stitch, chain 8, finding the next back post stitch, single crochet on round 97, chain 8. Slip stitch in the next free loop of 94, chain 9, single crochet in the next back post stitch, chain 9. So work that 2 more times, the slip stitch, chain 9, single crochet on round 97, chain 9. We've done that once, do that 2 more times. So after the 3rd repeat, we're ready to slip stitch in this last free front loop on 94 of the side, we'll chain 3, and then working in the corner again, we want to single crochet in that 4th or that last single crochet of the corner. Chain 3. Turn to work the short side. So this next little bit we will repeat for a total of 11 times. So we'll come down, slip stitch in this first marked loop on 94, chain 6, we skip these single crochet above there, and around this next single crochet we will work a back post single crochet, chain 6. That's one repeat. I'll do it once more. We come down, slip stitch in the front loop of 94, chain 6, skipping the stitch on 96, we will find that next single crochet of 96 to place a back post single around there, chain 6. So that's 2 repeats. We want to do that a total of 11 times down the side. So I've worked that 11 times down the short side. We have one more marked front loop to work a slip stitch into, chain 3. And then we're ready to start this all over again, starting with a single crochet in that first of the 4 single crochet of the corner, chain 3, and then finding that first marked stitch of 94 on the long side, slip stitch in there, chain 9, and so on. So you can repeat down the next long side and finish off with the last short side, joining to our starting single crochet and fastening off at the end of this round. So when you have completed that all the way around, you can move any of your markers or the pieces of thread that you had used as we are finished with that part. We have one more round to do with this section of our blanket. So round 99, we want to continue with color D, except we are starting in a new spot, so that's why we fastened off. We want to find this corner chain 3 space of round 97, and we're going to start in this last little bit of the end of a short side before the long side. So we want to make a single crochet in this last stitch before that chain 3 corner. And then we'll place 4 single crochet in that corner chain 3. So that's 3 and 4. Chain 1, and that chain 1 will become our new corner. And then place 1 more single crochet back in that same chain 3 space. Be careful to start with this very first treble crochet of round 97. We want to single crochet in 9. That's 2, 3. 8 and 9. Round 98, we want to place a back post single around that single crochet. Single crochet in the next 12 stitches. (11) and 12 single crochet, back post single around this next stitch. Starting with this single crochet in 12, we want to do that a total of 6 times. 12 single crochet followed by a back post single. So we've done once together, you want to do that 5 more times. So I've worked those 6 repeats. Next part, we're going to single crochet in the next 12 again. And 12. Then we're going to make a back post single around this back post single. Single crochet in 5. So we're skipping that chain 1 space behind, single crochet in 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in front of this chain 1 space, we want to make this back post single around that single crochet. That doesn't have a back post, so it's a single crochet around 96. So back post single around that single crochet. Single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Four and 5, sorry, it's in 6 stitches we single crochet here. So we'll do that 3 times. So a back post single around the back post single of last round. Single crochet in the next 5. Back post single around the single of round 96. And then single crochet in 6. Five and 6. We've done 2 repeats. We want to do that 1 more time. Back post single around the back post single. Single crochet in 5 stitches. Back post single around the single of round 96. Single crochet in 6. And then we want to back post single around this next back post single of last round. And then we'll single crochet in the next 12 stitches, back post single around this next single crochet. We want to do that 7 times. So I'll let you work that now. So those 7 repeats of single crochet in 12, back post single around the single crochet. So single crochet in these 8 remaining stitches. 1, 2. 7 and 8. In the corner space, we'll place a single crochet, chain one. That single crochet, or that chain one, becomes our new corner, and then we want to place 4 single crochet in that corner space. 3 and 4. Then we want to single in these next 3 stitches. The first one's a bit hidden by our corner single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3 single crochet to start the short side. We'll make a back post single around this next single crochet around 98. Single crochet in this next single of 97. So then on 96, we want to make a back post single around this single crochet. Then single crochet in the next 6 stitches on round 97. It's 2, 3, 5, and 6. Back post single around this next back post single, and single crochet in 5. So starting with our back post around the single of 96, those single crochet, another back post single, and those single crochet, we want to do that a total of 11 times. So I'll do one more repeat with you. So that's back post single around the single of round 96, single crochet in 6 stitches. Oops, 4, 5, and 6, and then back post single around the back post single of round 98, single crochet in the next 5 stitches of round 97. So we've done 2 repeats. You want to do that 9 more times for a total of 11 times. So after the 11 repeats on the short side here, we want to do 1 more back post single around that last single of round 96, single crochet in the next single of round 97, back post single around that last single of round 98. And then we want to single crochet in these next 2 stitches. There should be 1 stitch left before the corner, and we're ready to start again with single crochet in that stitch and 4 single crochet in the corner space, chain 1, single crochet, and then continue down the long side. So you can go ahead, work that all the way around. We will join to our starting stitch, but do not fasten off. We will start at that spot for part 15.